Okay. Can you see the
Yes.
slide? Can?
Yes. I
Yes.
see your handsome photo.
No. Okay. Quickly go here first. That one is for promotion in LinkedIn. Let people know actually. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Molly, Andrew, Marina, and so many of you lah. Vicky, Maha. Okay. So today we will spend about another 55 minutes before 4 to talk about OD. So the topic is that what is the next level of OD? Okay. Uh, so the subtopic is that OD actually is a business side of HR. I want to make sure that people coming in, if I can see, just hang on, I want to make sure that people that coming in, they can straight away go to here. Yes, I want to admit them, but make sure that, how do I know? I stop sharing first. Let me check. Are there anybody coming in? Or they are AZ and Joyce Chia. Yes. I want to ask everybody, can we let them meet without wait at the waiting room? Can we do that? Can you? Oh, I make you a host. I make Lisa. Never mind. I make you a host. Somebody as a co-host. Do you want? Hey, no, no, no. I want to make you a co-host. Okay. Hey, if I make you host, then I cannot make it. No, no, no. All right. Okay. Sorry. Let's move on again. So just to share with you a bit of my background here in terms of OD works. I've been working with half of them are multinational, another half local company. So I gained a lot of experience from working with the big enterprises and also some multinational companies as uh, some as OD senior senior managers, and the other one maybe as a HR or mostly learning. So this is where I work in several countries apart from Malaysia, in India, in Japan, no, in India, China, Singapore, of course Malaysia itself. Okay. So maybe I'd like to ask you, what do you know about OD? What do you know about OD? In your perceptions, maybe can anyone just to respond to this question? Just one or two people. Andrew, what do you know about OD in your own experience, from your own experience? Hey, let me see. Maha, what do you know about OD yourself? Or even any? Anyone? In okay.
Maybe I can share.
Sorry.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think OD is something to do with the organizational change, including the practice, culture, processes, and also the way the company do, and for the company to strive to achieve the company's goal.
Yeah. Thank you, Molly, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, thanks for the sharing. Yeah, we are quite close to that. Yes. Any?
Yeah, I'm thinking OD is more of I agree with her on the change thing, but then I think it's also like, you know, how an organization want to looking into, you know, developing or improving some processes lah, or, you know, whatever, you know, strategies, improving whatever that needs to improve in an organization.
Mm,
That's what I would think.
yeah, you are so right. Any the keyword organization change, you know, and Molly also got it right. Yeah. Is it something from Merha? You want to share something just now?
Yeah. Uh,
Mm,
I think in response to I think with Molly and was it Amy just now, I guess it's also meaning the strategic side of things, right? Means how do we then design the organization to meet the business needs, right? So in terms of they quoted just now the culture, but of course also the structure, right?
mm,
How then do we then meet the business needs?
yeah. Yes. Yeah, three of you, yeah, all got it right lah. Okay, just let me give you the definition of the OD lah. If you look at, I took it from the Association of Talent and Development (ATD). You look at the word in bold lah. It's improving an organization's capability. Sometimes they call OE, organization effectiveness, to alignment of strategy, structure, people, reward, metrics, and management processes. It's a science-based interdiscipline and culture, innovation, social sciences, adult education, human resource management, change management, organizational behavior, analysis, and design, among others. It means actually OD is a large scope lah. So, but then in terms of in the corporate setting, it has certain definition and certain scope of it. Let me just share with you in the following slide lah. There are many names of OD. Some will call OD, some will say HR development. I will share with you the scope of HR development. Some will call OE, some call Chief Learning Officer, especially in the States. Then the most common term that I think in today's setting is learning and OD. So therefore, a lot of OD people will link to learning, talent development, leadership development, which is part of it. Yeah, not the full scope lah. So today the talk will be answer some question how HR can be a business leader beyond the people leader through OD. What are the areas of responsibilities of OD? What are the four organizational structure of OD? What are the key models of OD? Why OD is the business side of HR? Do you want to have such an impact on the organization through OD? Do you want to be a business leader on the management team? Not just people leaders, people business leader, but it's a business leader. Do you want to be seen as a profit center? Somebody that can bring income to some of the OD work as well. So the first question I'd like to clarify or let you guys understand is that how HR can be a business leader beyond people leader. Beyond people leader. Okay. So the straight answer, HR direct involvement in business unit beyond talent. You look at this slide here. In the business setting, there are two sides of it, the business side and people side. That means that the business is growing or maintaining through the people, which is the employee or vendors, in this case, employee involvement. And the growth of it depends two factors. One is the profit, the other one is the culture. Then the profit is the tangible side, where you have the growth in the business, in strategies, in finance, in productivity and innovation and customer. These are the hard side and tangible side. Where the HR is involved in the intangible is through engagement, performance of the employee, capability of the employee, and the culture. So the growth of two sides is the business profit and the people culture. So you can see that. Can you guys hear me? Okay. You can
hear.
can.
Um,
Okay. I want to see. All right. So you can see that in the people culture side is dominated by HR or the drivers. So HR as a people business leader. In this case, the HR is involved indirectly in the business through talent. HR, we recruit talent, we supply talents, we pay them, we train them, we reward them. So HR, the business leader, we supply talent to the business side. All the businesses units, either in purchasing, operation, customer service. So our involvement is indirect. So we are not a business partner, but rather is a people business partner, not the business partner. So therefore, sometimes they may not see us as their business partner in a true sense. Of course, we also is their people business partner, very crucial also. But I'm saying that we are not directly involved in the business. If you look at this, this is the Dev Urich model. HR as an administrator, as a functional expert, as a strategist, like succession planning, people management, people strategy. So we are at this stage as a strategist. But we are not the HR as business partner. Outside in HR, customer focused HR, strategic experts plus excellent administrator. We are not involved into that HR as business partner. In this context. But I'm not saying that HR is not important. HR is super important because without people, the business cannot move. But I'm saying that how we can even leverage on OD become the business partner. So you look at here, when the HR leader leverage OD, which OD organization development are able to deliver such services like facilitate corporate services strategy, make business process improvement like facilitate or their customers strategy, customer service process, supply chains process, and operation process, financial management process, where we are the process consultant to guide them to improve their process. Then also we can create innovation culture where involved in the product and services innovation, where such innovation can bring the competitiveness in what to call it, in the next level. So we also can do action learning that improve their business result. Of course, you also can build feature talent like succession planning. This is in terms of talent side. So if in this case, we are directly involved in their businesses, especially if we are able to facilitate corporate strategy. You are the corporate planner. Okay. Then I'll show you. Then the we are involved in the business directly. If we are able to do that, they will see us instead of indirectly through talent. Now, apart from supplying talent, we will actually directly involve through all this process, what I mentioned before, through our OD intervention. So if we are able to do that, that means you evolve to become one level up to become HR business leader. All right. Any questions so far? Any question from?
No, we're good.
Good, okay. So, unfortunately, I did not use my paid Zoom version. So, if it did log you out in 10 minutes time, could you log in again? I will log in too. I think I using the wrong pay account. All right. So let's continue. Okay, now let me share with you the next one. What is actually the scope of HR development? So, or ODs. OD is popularized in US, then spread to Europe and also some part of China and Singapore. Malaysia is a full OD skill, still not hard, not easy to find. In HR, in the US, they sometimes divide into HR operations and HR development. So in the HR development, they include learning and development, organization development, and career development. So the OD is one of the three in the HR development. That's why you can see one of the common term that they use is learning and OD in most of the company. But do they really do the hard part of the OD? I think not many. They are mostly fall back to the L&D succession, maybe succession planning, and maybe and also talent management. So you can see in the first part, L&D, you have coaching, management development, action learning, on-job training, orientation, competency development. These are the usual learning type. If you look into the OD type in the team level, they will be able to facilitate dialogue session, different dialogue session, problem solving, brainstorming, even like store closing or any method that need to be discussed, they need a third party. So the OD will be able to deliver these facilitation services and different dialogue session. Of course, the team building here, apart from the normal team building, is the team building among maybe two teams that have conflict, or two teams that need to integrate to each other, where the OD can have different processes to make sure it happen. Then the OD can provide process consultation. Many type of processes problem solving, innovation, and also like decision making and many others kind of consultation. Of course, meeting facilitation, they can also ask to provide the meeting facilitation, especially sometimes it's a very long meeting or challenging meeting. Okay, brainstorming, inter-team conflict management, strategic alignment assessment. Sometimes when we have done the strategic plan, the OD can call in to see whether the department plan or corporate plan to all their strategy align to the corporate objective, to the department level align to corporate objective level. So that kind of work. Then at the process level, they can be in the improvement like TQM, Six Sigma, business process re-engineering, benchmarking, even like human performance consulting. So that is in the process level. Then this is organization level, looking into the organization design. What is the span of control? How many level? The job title need to change. The JD, and also the number of the people in each of the department. So you have learning organization, cultural change, just like us, as Molly, Maha, and also Annie mentioned. Of course, you have succession planning and mission, vision, value, philosophy, development, strategic planning, coaching and mentoring culture, how you create the culture, and performance consulting, human performance consulting. There's a process to do it. And even sometimes help out in the event management in terms of their postmortem planning and also preparation and readiness. So this is the part for OD. The third part is career development. Is about how you create career path, develop the competency that needed in each of the what to call specialized group, technician, customer service. Improve from high performance, create a system for career development, enable job rotation, shadowing, and also to have a meaningful discussion between supervisor on the conversation and career mobility after the development. So this is the definition for and the scope of work for the HR development. I hope it can provide a new understanding to all of you here. So in ADT, they were using this OD initiative that divided into 4 parts: human process, techno-structure initiative like restructuring, merger acquisition, flexible work design, downsizing, things like that. Human resource management, anything about the OD involvement in the HR, like employee engagement, performance management, succession planning, and also strategic level, organization transformation, cultural change, strategic planning, and also evaluation, plus human processes like team building, interpersonal and group processes approach. So you also can divide the OD according to these 4 aspects of it. Okay, are there any questions for this part so far? Is it clear?
Lawrence.
Mm.
So usually strategic plan, so like when the company is running strategic plan, they will it be part under this OD if there's an OD department?
Yes.
Or it will?
Usually, if the OD department is strong, usually politically it run by COO or CFO, right? They are running it. They have emphasis on the finance and customer side. But when HR, sometimes the OD can be under HR, sometimes OD can be independent. If they are strong enough, they're competent, they could help the whole management team to do strategy planning early of the year, to develop the strategy plan, and then quarterly review, and also communicate, having town hall in quarter 2 and 3 and 4, and the end, if they achieve it, then maybe have some reward. So if the HR having a whole unit, they are able to do that, then they could implement this. I'm the classic example. Huh?
I think one of the thing is that it also depends on how big the team is and the capabilities of the team.
Yes. It is true. It depends how good yes, it depends how good is how competent. You can always go for training, learning and but I tell you, it's really good to have to learn this skill.
Yes, that's for sure.
When I am actually able to facilitate, and I mean, I manage the whole corporate strategy. It's like I feel that they respect me more. They listen to me more. Because now I'm very close to CEO.
Yeah.
CEO. Every time I have conversation with him, to me that is the best weapon.
Yeah, that's
to
for
be a
sure.
best-
Yeah, that's for
never
sure.
mind lah, I can train you lah. To be one.
Yeah.
Yeah, lah, I'm just jokingly. Okay, so I saw Chin just come in. Hello, Chin.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm very good. Miss you.
Yeah. So I have brief about the scope of the OD, and also now I go into the structure. How many type of structure OD can have in an organization? Yeah. I want to tell like Chin, Maha, or even Wiki, any then of course the rest in the OD part. What is good of the OD part for HR politically? First, you must if you can conquer the territory or the corporate strategy, you manage it. Secondly, you improve in business process improvement. Try to let me see. Let me unmute. Okay, let me mute. All right. So if you can do these 2 or 3 major partners, you are able to sit, they'll see you as a business leader, because now you're involved in the business. You are not merely supply talent to them. You just like earlier I said, you supply different talent, right? You supply talent, recruit talent, pay them, reward them. But right now you involved in the process improvement, the strategic planning of the different corporate in a different department, or even at the corporate level, mostly corporate level. Okay. So let me go into the 4 structure here. The first structure, the model one, is that the OD separate from HR. So sometimes the HR operations, our current HR role is report to CEO. Then the HR development or OD, they can report to CEO or COO. When I was in Kasem, and in Kasem and PayPal, we actually, the OD department report to CEO and COO. So so it's a different model. So this is the first model. So let me see. Okay. So this is the model I was in, the model one, where the HR development is separate from the HR operation. So what we do is we do all these things: corporate strategy, business process, organization, design and structure, talent management, leadership, innovation, and integration and collaboration. This is the role there. So at that time, I have a lot of people, 75 to 80 people. The OD division, I have almost 10 people to do it. It's a large scale, 12,000 employee. Model 2 is the HR and operation, they are separate, but now they are under the umbrella of HRVP. So the HR have 2 equally big departments. One is the operation and HR development. So this is the second type of model. Sometimes the number of the people, you look at the number, they are more or less the similar number. Maybe one side of 10, another could be 5 to 7 like that. So the third one is a smaller part of HR. The OD is part of is within HR department. So the OD and learning, or maybe OD, one division, one small section, OD section and learning section. This is the most commonly model in Malaysia. They are under they have an OD and learning division. So the learning and OD, maybe they are mixing together. The last model, I call it hybrid model. The HR department, now they don't have OD department. They're learning department, but they don't have OD function. So I created this model called hybrid model, where you want your people in different current role to take on OD job, like learning. Yeah, now they're learning manager. But if they're learning an OD, okay, this part of the job. If they're learning only, then you let them do facilitation, deliver corporate facilitation service to various departments. Like if they want to do a brainstorming session, product design, they want to do decision making, all these things, you are able to become a facilitator. So the other one is that process improvement. They learn the process of the improvement. They don't need to know about the technical knowledge of the product, but they need to know what the step of doing process improvement. So that can deliver two services: facilitation services, process improvement services, as an additional value add. So this will be managed by a learning manager. So you can have, let's say you have performance management manager. Let's say, so under this, maybe he is the person who will be doing the corporate planner role, where they will managing the corporate strategy. If he is competent enough, yeah, of course, maybe with an assistant. The other one, maybe he can also learn to do organization, design, and also and structure. So you know, because sometimes you don't have budget to recruit new people. So what you do is that you add the OD role to them. I know most of them do not have the knowledge do not have the know-how how to do it, but you can always groom them by sending them for for consultant or trainer to train them, and then get the consultant or trainer to demonstrate or even the hand holding. Then so one time, then maybe they will be able to integrate. Then you don't need to spend money. Sometimes it may be hard to get approval from CEO to get additional resources. So like ER talk about the team conflict and team building, and recruitment could be all on the best practice benchmarking of various departments. So you can integrate them to the current role. I think this is the best option. The only thing is that you may not have the skill, but skill can be acquired, can be learned, right? I think that it's a matter of time, really, not difficult. So there are 4 models that you, 4 structure available. I mean, 4 options for you to integrate OD into the organization. So being a HR leader, maybe you want to consider to do 3 or 4. Add the OD function to the learning, or add the OD function to different HR subsection, because OD role is huge and there are many processes are so valuable to the organization, to the CEO, because now imagine the CEO see that HR can facilitate corporate strategy. HR can help to see either the corporate process improvement or the business process development or the product service or products process improvement or service process improvement. How would they view you? You are beginning to value add. Any correct or not? So we are not only
correct.
you're not only just pay, recruit, reward, because to them this is like given. That's why sometimes they see us as a people leader, not a people business leader, not the business leader, because you are not directly involved in the process. But by doing OD, you help them to do strategic planning. You help them to improve their work processes. You help them to solve their people conflict or team conflict or integrate with other team. You help them to look into many discussion that crucial for them, like decision making, problem solving, all this stuff. So that kind of HR is desirable with the OD value add by all the leaders, business leader in the company. Then now you are talking. Now you are talking. So a lot of people, HR director, I mean, including myself in the past, how come we are not like, not they don't view us as a business leader? Now I know, because we are not involved in the business. We involve indirect to the people that they want through talent. But that one is crucial as a HR strategy. Now you become an HR as a business leader, so you need to up the game. This is the part of the structure and the scope. So what are the OD model? I'm sure some of you will know. For example, like sometimes you want to do diagnosis on the company health, organization health, or organization business sustainability. So you go through all these different models where they evaluate different aspects, then you begin to see which are the areas you can involve. The first, so this is very important, diagnostic law, these are business model, where you can also diagnose right now today. You look at your company strategy. Where are the pain points? And where are the pain points that OD can involve? That's the opportunity. So the other business model is human performance consulting. So where you look into performance analysis, you look at the cost analysis, what is the intervention? So there is a process of it. HP, human performance consulting, SPC. So this is, there are 5-6 models available in the market. I think you can get it online too. So you can analyze why certain group people resign in collectively, or why certain people cannot perform. So you can use that to help the organization or department to solve the issue. Then, of course, the John Kotter, you want to make changes, you have 8 steps. First, create urgency. I've done the lean manufacturing, where I will be what to call that where I sell our team, the whole team, with the OD team, helping 150 engineering and technician in the 3 production floor save 100 million, which is 15% increase of output in 1.5 years. So we use the John Kotter. So the first model we use, we ask the COO must create the sense of urgency by announcing our cost is high, and we are in stiff competition with the first top 10 global vendor in the world. So it's the time for us to improve the cost. So we do things like that. Until from step one until step 8. Step 8, when we are able to do the new process, we quickly integrate into SOP. So it becomes permanent. Yeah. Then you have the 7S. You know 7S by McKinsey: strategy, structure, system, style, staff, skill, and shared value. You know why training only rely on training cannot work? Can never be work also? Because skill, this is through training, only one of the 7 needed for change. So if you need to making a change, you need to looking into the structure and the system and the leadership style and the staff that's suitable want the change, the share value that align to the change, and the strategy aligned to the change. Then only it become permanent. So it's a very good model to use. If you put Excel sheet, one side put the 7 element, another side is the thing you want to change. What of each one of these need to change, you write it down, and you begin to see the total picture. So you have action learning. This is very helpful. You start training from a company problem. Either is too much waste product, or too much reject, or also too many customer complaint. When you have The problem, you begin set up the team. They send the team for training. Number 3, the action learning process. Send the training, after training, to convert the problem into a project. Let the consultant follow up monthly until they achieve the KPI. Maybe you want to improve customer satisfaction to 1 to 2. So things like that. Then also number 5 is that you get the action taken, then you get the learning coach as a consultant. Then that's where you can achieve the goal. Okay. So the other question they ask, what are the skill and knowledge needed by a OD practitioner, a manager, or executive? This slide I will send to all of you before we end the session. I put into I send to you to your email. Okay, easier. Okay, first, you must able to learn to managing the consulting process. That's why the person must have business acumen and consulting skill. Secondly, relationship. Because being an OD is a very political job, because you're involved in changing, involved the power shift. You especially organization design, making changes. Some warlord don't like you. You know, sometimes you need to talk them, lobby them, talk to them in person, to the HOD, the director first before you implement. The EQ important, stakeholder management, networking, profiling a picture. People is very important, like DISC, MBTI way. Communication, how your way to present, to feedback, to deliver of bad news. Sometimes when you make changes, there are some hurdle you need to deliver bad information. Verbal communication and tactfulness. Okay. Project management, you learn to facilitate, collaborate, project planning and execution. So the person need to have these 4, the first 4. The other 4 is I had to learn to have analysis and also diagnosis, like how to do the data collection, analysis, learn to do the organization and process diagnosis. Plus change management, design and choose appropriate intervention. What intervention is needed? So you involve in the intervention process, change management, and influencing skill too. Then the other one is facilitating and process consulting. Facilitation, process consulting, and project management. Developing client capability. Sometimes you need to have instruction design to come up with the training, and of course you provide training, lecturing, and coaching. The last one is evaluating of organization change. After you have done all these things, groom the people, transfer the skill, you need to analyze the change result, report writing, and evaluation methodology. So you can see that actually OD is a lot more than what we think it is.
Okay.
After I share this, what do you think? Oh, Monique.
So you can go from your example.
Sorry,
you
someone talking, is it?
So you are 2%
Is someone talking?
Yes. I cannot hear. Never mind, you talk lah. Annie, you share. You want to say something, Annie?
I think, yeah, I'm okay. Very, very good. I actually, overall, I find that this OD is something that is very interesting. And of course, beyond having already a credibility with the big boss and the top management, this responsibility can take us to a different level. I also want to say that competency of this thing is very important, especially like you say, the size of those people in the OD team, the capability of those people in the OD team. It's actually very interesting. So can I ask you, Lawrence, continuous improvement, right?
Yeah.
Like currently, if I have a department called continuous improvement and quality, that department is a separate, is one department by itself.
Yes.
If let's say we do a merge into that now, can continuous improvement department or the team be converted into OD?
Okay, actually,
Possible or not?
yeah, yes and no. Can be done because I know your like in Pfizer we have this team also OD and continuous improvement. They work on the technical processes, right? Correct or not? They mostly work on this. Work with the operation excellence, with the technical department or production, whatever departments are. So they can park under HR. They don't park under the COO. They don't park under your yeah, COO maybe lah. They can, but you also can set up your own OD team lah. In this case, then you can work on the strategy. You don't need to work on the process improvement if they have that division. But if the OD division, the division you talk about continuous improvement, only from technical side, then you can work on the non-technical, like finance, HR, or the support team. If they don't work on the support team, they only work on the main business team, the main. So you also can function that way.
Okay,
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Andrew, you were saying something just now? No, okay. Let me move on. What have I done as the OD person? So I actually basically have done the strategy management for in the APAC level, in local level, in whole year round. So I become the corporate planner. I managed in structure 3 in like in Hong Leong, balance scorecard, like in PayPal and many other companies. I also done the process improvement, lean manufacturing, and good replenishment. The one that lean manufacturing helped us to have increased the percentage. I'm doing the chain management. We still hire consultants to deliver the lean, but we are the one that doing the McKinsey 7S, John Cotter, to manage the change so that it become permanent. Okay, like secretariat in change center lah. Then I done the event management, like mental rehearsal for a lot of store opening lah, and also preparation for shifting of place, and many of the Raya town hall. All this we do some of the event management. Team bonding, I done. Team bonding is sometimes they conflict, sometimes the two departments want to come together, but sometimes they want to have more integration. This one we do also. I done team department conflict resolution, and also customer service, including the policy implementation. Human performance consulting had done to improve their meeting, to improve their quality, improve their people attitude, all this stuff. Action learning, we've done action learning in quality department and marketing department to improve our customer satisfaction, and also project reject of the products. And dialogue session, so many supervisor dialogue, town hall meeting, strategy management, one-on-one, countless of dialogue session. Usually we get the clients, our internal clients. I will have the using a consulting project, scope out the work, and then contract the work. Okay, what I need to do, what you need to do, what the client need to do, what I need to do. If I deliver my part, you cannot deliver your part, then the result cannot be achieved. So I will have this kind of consulting process with my clients, internal clients. Okay. So I also done talent management, coaching culture, leadership, benchmarking, performance management culture. Not just performance management as a system, but as a culture as well. So this is what I have done. Okay, how do you start? If you want to start, is that you can actually look into the organization and department plans. What are the things that make the CEO or the CHO or the department cannot sleep at night? That's the thing that if you can intervene, they will be very thankful of you. And then look into company strategy, identify which are the company you can do. After you come up with a plan, you offer your plan to the person who in charge of the strategy work. You can start small, do a pilot run. find those friendly stakeholders who are you very kamching, always have lunch together. It's easier to gain the buy-in and support. Yeah, of course, when in your proposal, you need to put proposal, look into the finance and resources. If you have HRDF, then you can always have the financial muscle to flex where you can get consultant in, but you do the change management. Or you can get consultant in to train your team to learn the OD skill. So always looking into small win and produce winning reports. Very important always to do proliferation. And if one department successful, can the process duplicate in other departments? So this is the what you can do. Conclusion. What is it for you? If you do this, you are really in like Annie said, you are in the different level as a business leader. They think that I can tell you they will probably have one impression. They have never seen anyone like you. I got this compliment many times. So I think if you do that, you will be valued, appreciated. Of course, now they appreciate you also, but you will be even more, okay? And the benefit is that you can make the company perform better than the competitor through OD. Because many companies don't do OD, you do, sure, you have the extra mileage compared to your competitor one. You begin to become the HR as a facilitator, consolidator, and go to department. You gain power and respect. You're seen as a business leader. If you do a lot of like business process improvement, you're seen as a profit center because you help the department like marketing, customer, together you arrive and achieve certain business bottom line. They will see that you are also part of the contributor. Then you'll be your perception as the cost center may slowly move to profit center. Then you create business value. So so this is what I get from the MD. I have a British guy who he said they never seen people like us can do such amazing thing with the breadth and the depth involvement, create business value and people value. Yeah. So do you want such an impact to the organization? So do you want to be a business leader on the management team? Do you want to be seen as a profit center? So OD is the way. One of the many ways, but I thought this is one of the ways they can integrate in your current HR department, make it, bring it more value. Okay, that's the end of my presentation. Any questions? Yeah, any question? I know Monique and Joseph are there. Yeah, any? Please.
Yeah, I think thank you very much, Lawrence, for the great presentation and eye-opening into OD. And of course, many times we think that we are doing some kind of process improvement or some kind of OD works. But then today you have shared that there is more that value that can be created out of this. So, you know, I think this is really a very good session.
And I feel very in the one hand very sad is that the OD, because a lot of CEO and HR director do not aware the value of OD. So we are, unlike Singapore or China, also China and US are able to leverage OD to create, to allow the HR create more value to the organization. You know, this is really what I
think a lot of HR needs OD.
Yeah, never mind. For the SRLC group, I intend to convert this experience into a training course so that I can transfer the knowledge. I transfer the knowledge. I start writing already, converting already. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Any other question or comment? Yes, Marina.
Okay, I just want to share. Thank you very much for the session because I think it really gives insightful, knowledge for me, because in our organization we separated the strategic management function,
Mm.
the OD function also have our own quality and process improvement team. So it's just that when we have these three groups, sometimes we got confused in terms of our job scope. But based on your explanation during the session, I think we will be able to outline our functions clearly. And I just want to share with you how did we do works lah in my organization when it comes to so-called OD. And normally we will work with the strategic management team, and we'll try to align business strategy to make sure that we are able to have a so-called alignment with our HRM, human resource management.
Yes.
And then we'll try to get our QPE, the quality team, to at least validate whether we got the right analysis, especially in terms of the number of people that they required by doing the so-called value stream mapping.
Yes.
So that's how we did that. Yeah, and in human capital, our structure in human capital, we divided our function into two, which is the HR strategy. So under HR strategy, there's OD team, performance and rewards, as well as the learning. And we have also operations side, which focus more on the services. So based on your explanation, I think it's give me better understanding because my portfolio is actually on the org design. Organization design. Yeah. So the biggest challenge that I face is actually to justify the required number during the manpower planning is the ideal one.
Yes.
Sometimes people ask, I would like to ask you, what is the ideal HR ratio? I mean, per employee. Let's say for the size of 1,000 employees in the organization.
Sometimes people will put 1 to 2 per 100 lah. 1 to 2 per 100. But it depends extensive of the work. 1 to 2 per 100 is according to the traditional HR department. When you have an OD department there, maybe the number should be more lah. But you can deliver more value.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Now, how many people you have right now? 20, 30?
Currently, we have about 20.
Yes, 20. You outsource or not? Do you outsource?
No. We do it internally, all
internally,
of the HR functions. Yeah. So I think the heart of our HRM is actually on the OD team lah. Because we need to come up with the HR strategy based on to align with the strategic business objective.
Yes, that one not difficult. Not really difficult.
So I have to learn more from you.
Yeah. Because if you're aware many tools and processes, you can spot the opportunity very fast on. Yeah. You can send to me if you want. We can have a separate session.
Okay, thank you.
You PM me lah later. We can talk a bit more. Okay.
Okay, sure.
All right. Okay. Are there any other questions? I have 4 minutes left. Yeah.
I just want to thank you very much for the very important informations. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maha. Thank you. Yeah. These are not easily. Well, not many people work in OD in Malaysia. So I think I'm one of the very few who work at the local level and also the APAC and global level. So I have the privilege to understand the breadth and the depth of the OD work. I really need to do OD work. So I think that's why I say, if you know OD, you can be HR director, because which I was actually. So quite very what to call is like it's half of the work of the HR is in OD. Yeah.
Hey, Lawrence, Joseph.
Yes, Joseph.
No, I think it's fantastic to have this session. No, I'm so excited to hear the questions. And from where I can't see you, but I think you're very young. So I think that's important, right? For the nation, and that when you can grow a lot of talents in this organization. OD does have a good interlink with business and HR. Just reflecting on the question, I think by Monique, and you answer about different countries. So I happened to present to Singapore. It's interesting to see that they have a lot of, so I have 26, 27 years old who have a lot of experiences in OD because they are given the opportunity. So I think if some of us who are here who are young, take the opportunity, try. Those who are head of HR, give opportunity, right? It doesn't need to be a full scope, for example. But I think the intent is start with a bit of thinking how do you work through some of the intangible things that need to be worked on in terms of your business performance. I think that will give you a lot of leverage to test out these concepts, and we learn along. Thanks, Lawrence. Good job.
Yeah, I know. It's like I mentioned earlier, in China, Singapore, and US especially, they are very advanced in this area, but the rest of the world also, they are equally not really on OD too. So we are not really like left behind. It's just that we the missed opportunity. I think if now that some of the HR may know, maybe I can consider running another session for this group also. But in future, what is next is that for the HR Leaders Circle member, I plan to run the few of the, like, how do you facilitate strategy management? Maybe one day workshop at UOA day. Okay, for SILC it's free, okay. So one day, so that you know what is really the whole process, and if you have the, if you think you can actually run it in your company. Yeah, this is one of it. Business process, and many others. Like facilitation dialogue session is very crucial. So, yeah, you will hear a lot of appreciation from the business leader who do it. Okay, I have less than 1 minute. Okay, let's take a group picture. Can
1 minute?
everybody?
1 minute before you go. Thanks, Lawrence, for a beautiful presentation. Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you.
Next session, can we have you to do AI intervention to use AI as a prerogative for strategic planning?
What to do what?
To use AI as a part of your process improvement towards strategic planning. HR should use it as a generative.
I can share.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.